vibration was about, especially within this year, and then being troubled with so many famous people dying this year.
Okay. I'm going to proceed to that. I'd like to make just one more insight, and that is to give you a bit deeper understanding as to what's going on this month, even on a more esoteric level. Now, to find more knowledge through and by these numbers, you want to look at the hidden powers behind the digits themselves. Now, as in the case with this month of June, we know that June is the 6th calendar month, and we now know through occult reduction that 11 is the esoteric year cycle. We take those two numbers and we add them together. In the occult reduction, we come up with the number 17. Now, the number 17, strong number, deals with spirituality. But also the number 17 is one of the numbers that we call a prime number. Prime numbers have extraordinary powers.
Okay, so your prime numbers would be things like the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7. That takes me back now. Takes me back to
your
school.
basic mathematics.
Okay.
Okay. If you understand your basic mathematics, you can understand what we are talking about here a whole lot more. And this also represents a challenge to young people out there. Learn and study your mathematics. Don't goof off in school. I didn't goof off in school. When I went to school, we had to really study, and that's been so many years ago. I know things have changed now, but there's a reason for you to study. Study represents liberation. Liberation is one of the attributes of the number 7. Number 7 is found within 17. 17, when reduced again, represents power. By you having knowledge of what's in the world, by you having knowledge of yourself, you not only increase your awareness of yourself in your life, but you also strengthen. See, with all the phenomena that's going on right now, each of us are being strengthened through that number there, the number 8. Okay? Now, Sister Deborah, I'm going to have to change my charts.
Okay.
So, if we can
do
just
that,
take
this one down,
and we can jump into our good brother here,
Brother Michael.
Okay.
MJ, Michael.
Right.
The Thriller.
The Thriller. I'm bad. 40,000 years of funk power, as he said in the music video, The Thriller. Okay? Now, we know that our brother, full name is Michael Joseph Jackson.
Well, before you proceed to breaking it down, because I'm seeing that you can work with the letters and assign numbers to it, let's talk about, when was his birthday? Let's give his birthday first. When was his birthday?
We like to get into his birthday?
Yeah, let's look at the birthday. Let's keep this real simple so we can see and then go back to his numbers.
Now, we're going to draw a lot of conclusions when we get to his birthday. All right? Now, we know his birthday to be
August the 29th, and he was 50 years old, so the math on that would be
August 29th in the year. Well, let me give you this chart.
51 this year.
Right. Okay. That's his birthday chart. I jumped a little bit too soon.
August 29th, 1958.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Now, as you can see, I've made arrows, okay, to diagram how you do a delineation, a proper delineation. One thing about numerology that I like, it's similar to being an architect. When you're an architect, there's no shortcuts in the blueprinting of the design itself. See, our numerology chart is very much akin to a spiritual blueprint.
Oh, that's a wonderful way of looking at it.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it like that, then if you go into it in detail, you can understand every aspect, every experience that is happening to you. And you don't need to feel like a victim. You can take charge of your life. And I say this to young people. I say that numerology, just like I was taught in elementary school, numerology needs to be brought back into the school system so that young people can learn this, so they can know about themselves. There is great power, as we said with the number 8, in knowing who you are.
Well, you know, even moving that to business and how the bottom line ends up being numbers.
Exactly.
You know, so I can really see the correlation here
Right.
with business and your life, because your life really should be about your business.
About your business, your own personal business. That's your business that nobody else can handle but you. Okay? You can get assistance from your mother, from your father, your aunts, uncles, teachers, okay? Community leaders and so forth. But in the end, the responsibility lies with you. And the responsibility is this number, 6. No one can escape responsibility here on planet Earth. That's why we're here at this great school, at this great sanctuary.
So you're saying then that Michael's birthday was August the 29th, 1958. And when you reduce it, he is a 6
life path and or destiny number.
Now, what does that mean exactly?
That means that this is the main and ruling thrust or vibration that has the greatest effect upon his life. This is unchangeable. This is set in motion when you take that first breath coming out of your mother's womb. Okay? The number 6. So he had a great responsibility. People with the number 6 have to be unselfish, but also responsive to the needs, concerns of other people. People with the number 6 are teachers. In a sense, Michael was sent here to be a teacher through his music. Okay? That's the number 6. Now, I have listed here some of the attributes of the number 6. With the number 6, you can be a psychic. You can be under some sort of divine protection. You can have a tremendous vocal power. Many of your great singers, as in the case of Michael Jackson himself, have great sense of vocal control and power with their voice. 6, a dancer. Well, we know that Michael was famous, more famous for doing what? The moonwalk. Okay? Number 6 has a great interest with family. Well, we know Michael also, when he first started out with the Jackson 5, okay? That was a family group of musicians, singers, and dancers doing their thing, starting back in the 60s, okay? Then we see that 6 also rules musicians, singers, and then one of the more important things I'd like to bring out, and Sister Deborah, you can help me with this because of your professional background and education. 6 has to do with health. People who are under the vibration of the number 6 must adhere to giving responsibility towards their health. Okay? Now, none of us can escape that. If you don't take care of your health, then somebody else has to. If you're not knowledgeable about your health, somebody else is going to be. All right? So it's best for you to be in control of your health. Now, Sister Deborah, having been or being in the medical profession yourself, what is it about the number 6 that you can shine some light on?
Well, one of the first things that I'm by no means an expert or master when it comes to the numbers, but, having just sort of looked at them over the